start the next part of the review, and we will take a look at, let me see, we had Bettina was the last one, right?
Yes. Now
Okay.
David.
So we start, let's start with Jana.
Yeah.
And see how this worked out. Okay, this is also the beginning of the match. Great.
Douglas.
Because
he got a penalty. Yeah. What?
What? Okay,
She
it
got
was
a-
not the beginning
It
of the match.
wasn't the beginning of the match
Okay.
because she got a penalty.
Yeah, it was not.
I remember this penalty for something, but I don't know what happened. But anyway, yeah, she's doing a good job, like controlling the distance. Has the inner grip. Her posture is a bit low. That's a little problem here, but she kept her feet out of range. Yeah, sometimes this step back can be dangerous because you give the leg strip. See,
almost a
yeah.
takedown.
See, that's why just when I say the girl enter, but yeah, the
But
girl.
she wanted to take her on her hip and then throw them for her.
But the girl made she stopped, and then Yana took she was smart. Has a good base. Nothing to talk about the base. Yes, she's good.
What about the escape of the half guard here? Because we were talking about the half guard when we saw the match of Betty. What about this particular situation?
Yeah,
is she doing the right thing here?
She's doing a better job than Betty. She should just lower her hip down the ground because on the other side she has a crossface. See?
So, isn't she low enough? I mean, there's almost no space between her and her opponent, right?
Yeah, but the problem is that the opponent. The half guard is from that side. Yeah. Okay, things change. You just see now the half guard.
So she should have tried to go to the other side, to her right side.
Yeah, in this case now, see, Yana should grab another hook on this side.
Where exactly?
On the side where, like, her left arm.
Okay.
She's pushing the knee. That's a good job because now she frees the other knee. But see, the girl has the hand on the knee, so she cannot free the knee because she's pushing the knee and the girl is pushing the other knee, Yana's knee.
Huh.
Now Yana should just take another hook. That should be the job. Like, she's doing a good job at having a crossface on the other side. Yeah, see, she's going to the quarter mount. It means now she should just get another hook. So now she got another hook. But now the girl locked her back to the half guard, then stop all over. But she had now crossface another hook. Now she should bring her head on the other side. Forget about the crossface.
The right side.
Yes. Forget about the crossface.
Mm-hmm.
And then initiate this knee slice pass, like take her knee out. The same as Betty tried to do, like lifting the hip. She had the underhook there. Yes. Yeah, now she's doing this. But their head is wrong. Her head should go on the other side. Yeah, now maybe I talked to her. But now she got now she has to grab the leg. Yes, good.
It's like she's listening to you.
Yeah. And now she's pushing, now lower the hip, keep the pressure on the crossface. Now there's no potential dangerous sweep.
What about you said on the face, keep the pressure on the face?
Now, yes, because
with the shoulder on her chin? Yes,
because the constellation changed now. She's not over the opponent anymore to get another hook and counter mount.
Mm-hmm.
Her knee is back, so she has to. Yeah, she's doing a good job. She has actually to grab on the knee, not there on the grip.
A little bit higher.
A bit higher, and then lock her elbow. Yes, she's locking her elbow. She's doing a good job with locking the elbow.
Okay.
Because the opponent wants to get that underhook. If the opponent gets the effective underhook there, then Yana is in danger. But Yana is locked in with the elbow. Yeah, and pushing down and grabbing. Yes, good transition. Perfect. Now the head should go on the other side. And then she should just lift. Good. And now she just lift the hip, walk this. Yeah, she's doing the good job. Yeah, exactly this.
So you don't need to.
Yeah.
Look at it. Not a critical look.
No. Now she forgot about the head again. The head should be just pressurizing the ground. That's why she's having problem on opening, because the head should be just drilling on the ground, and then she had enough base to take her knee out.
Because I feel like people might think they would lose their balance if they go to one side and put all their weight there. That's why they always put their upper body on top of the opponent to stay there and pin him or her down. And I think that was the idea behind it.
Yeah.
So isn't that something at least she achieved, like pinning her down? Isn't it?
Yeah, she did it good, but now what I see there is that she has an already underhook established, and
Yeah.
she has a crossface established.
Yeah.
Now she can pass the way she wants. The moment you get an underhook and a crossface like this, you can pass the way you want. You can go for the legs and push the knee, and like do a log step, like with this leg, like where the patch is. See, she could just free the leg by pushing her knee, and forget about the underhook. That's what she tried earlier. Or now she has the underhook. She shoots their head towards the other side, puts her head on the ground, push her the opponent's head with her head, open the base, forget about that crossface, open the base, you know, and then pass with a knee slice. So staying with another hook and a crossface is good to hold, but not to pass. You know, you cannot pass there. That's, but she did, yeah. She pushed with the shin. She did it. Now establish the side control. Now the opponent is like he's using the frames there on the.
Now she's
doing the mistake.
Baptiste move.
Yeah, and Diana is just chilling there. Of course, she's tried to sit down, but she cannot sit down like this.
Yeah, but she at least got rid of the half guard.
Yeah.
So she established side control. Now she wants to mount. Is it a little bit too?
She wants to mount. Yeah, she wants to enter the.
Risky?
Yeah. The problem there. Go back.
Okay.
Every time we mount, we have that this move over the legs is like.
If somebody is crossing his or her legs, then it is a bad sign.
It is. You go back to the guard. You have to, in order to mount, you have to pass your foot over the person's hip. If you pass under the hip, you go back to the guard. This is a typical mistake I've seen many people doing, because I didn't show transition. Maybe I show together with this Kezakatame north south now, because it's important transition. You have to pass your foot not like over the person's leg, but over the hips. See, and yeah, see, she should go more over the head, more towards the head.
So she should climb up a little bit higher and then have the opportunity to go over.
Yeah,
the hip.
because
now
this
she get caught
Yeah.
right here, and she's back in half guard.
Yeah, this gave the opponent the chance to establish the half guard control again. Like you don't mount like this. You have to really neutralize the legs, keep the legs far away as possible, so you can pass your foot over the person's hip. Never under, like never go back. She's using the shin. Now the quarter mount again, the knee on the ground. Now she needs both underhooks, because the girl will push the knee again.
But if you are in a quarter guard, is it the same principle? You put yourself to the side where your free leg is, so she needs to go on the right side again, and then try to escape. Is it the same principle with half guard?
Yes.
Or is there a difference?
Now when she has this quarter mount, she can just put the knee on the ground like this she's doing. Now she has to establish the underhook from on the near side. Near side is that side here where her knee is on the ground, because otherwise the girl will be pushing her knee back. And then she has to establish an underhook on the far side, so she had a double underhook. And then she puts her head on the ground on that side where her head is now, and then she will use her free leg.
But that's a different approach than before, right?
It is because her knee is already free, and before the knee wasn't free.
You go a different approach if you're on quarter guard than when you are half guard.
Yeah, kind of almost mount. And she did a mistake. That move was bad move, and
she crossed her legs.
She crossed her legs and she compromised her own knee. See, I understand that she wanted to cross the knee on that side, but this is pretty dangerous for her knee, actually.
Where should she put her leg or her foot in that regard?
Her shin should be on the top of her opponent's thigh, and
pushing down.
She should pushing down. Her head should be on the mat, so she has the weight on the mat. Because now apparently she has double on the hook. But now she should just push the thigh with her own shin, and her head should be making base.
Alright. And
then when she passes her thigh to the other side like this, she's twisting her knee badly. Yeah. And now she did a mistake. Stop. That was where I screamed like, like never do stuff like this. Never give your back to the opponent. That's the first rule in BJJ. So let's just review. she got a bit like I don't know, like she wanted to accomplish the position, I guess, because she was okay. She didn't have an underhook on the first on that side.
On the left side.
Yeah. So at this case, I understand now why she. I understand why she tried to free the leg like that. She didn't have an underhook. Now when she puts her knee down the ground, that left knee, she has to go for underhook. There is nothing else to do. There is another hook coming up now. There has to be another hook. She should just chill there, stop, and reach the underhook, and then from there she could move on. But once, see, she tries to make that mistake to bring the leg over the body, like to the other side, to the near side, and then when she comes back, the opponent has another hook, and the opponent just escapes the hip and takes the back. She broke the quadrant. She just left. Now the opponent did a good move. See.
So, but here that was actually the mistake, right?
Yeah. She forgot the underhook, and that's.
And then she gets an underhook.
Yeah, the opponent used the hook.
Oh no!
On the hook on her leg. The opponent was good. Actually.
Already on the neck. Oh, okay.
Yes, the opponent did a good job there with that hook on her leg. And Yana defended right away, but see, she was almost being choked. The girl was already looking for her pen. Yana blocked the hand, and there is a piece of hair coming somewhere. Now, this wasn't tight enough. This wasn't good for. I explained why it would never work, this choke. I understand that the opponent tried.
Far too low, isn't it?
It is far too low. The leg is outside, like the bottom leg. See, should be on Yana's shoulder. It will never work. But anyway, I would try something also if I was the opponent, because of being losing on points. And
But she didn't establish backmount, right?
No,
so she didn't get any points for that.
She didn't establish the control. Now Yana is doing the same mistake as Baptiste, also with the hand over the head, bringing the person towards your chest.
I think like we're gonna have one week where we just explain
the frames again. Frames. What is a frame and when you frame?
Yeah, because I mean
now she's established. Now she's doing good. Now she has.
As soon as she's back in close guard, then it makes sense to
swim the arm and then hold the neck for sure. Hold the leg, the head. That's priority. When you have the guard again, when you have the close guard. And Felipe is pissed off on the back, my friend, coach.
Yeah.
I just saw him laughing.
Is he the coach of the Gracie Dojo?
Yeah, he's a good friend. We are friends. It's like
he got very passionate about it. He had one of his students disqualified, and he was arguing about the disqualification.
I
could see that he was not taking it badly. I thought like there's a brawl gonna happen.
No, but it's just the Brazilian style.
Okay. All right. That was unfortunately I only recorded one.
From Yana, no?
Yeah, there was only one fight from Yana.
Yeah,
unfortunately, I hope she is not mad about it. But
let's move on.
There was also at the same time Yana and I think Betty. They had
Betty and
at
Yana,
the same time, or
like
pretty close. I don't know. I missed one of those because of that.
Now Germano,
now we have
the referee Germano. The guy from he's from Cambridge.
We have always a backstory to the referees.
Yeah, it's just like yeah.
So Tom was all in.
Yeah, he did the right job. Pulling the guard. But he drilled this position 1 day before the competition, 2 days before. He drilled this on Thursday.
Well, should be enough, right?
No, but anyway, he did have to drill at least 3 months.
Look at this.
Yeah, he did it right, but the problem
almost an armbar there, right?
But then the same thing, like his hip was stuck underneath.
Yeah, that was
he has
the problem.
to escape the shoulders far away. He has to go far outside of the mat. Otherwise, the guy does what the Batista opponent didn't do with him.
Yeah, now he passes his guard.
Now he's in danger.
And now he's almost being in danger for.
You only go for triangle if you know what you're doing. You understand? Otherwise,
you think he was going for triangle?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, you end up in these uncomfortable situations. You know, you have to understand what's coming. Now let's see. See, he's moving with his flank open. We mean without the wall. That's already. But he's doing a good job there. The only thing that is, yeah, the underhook again. The guy grabs. Now he has to go. Stop. That's the important thing. Now the opponent established the underhook.
Let's go a little bit back.
Yeah, there. That's good. There's opponent to establish the underhook.
Yes.
You want to have your underhook. That's
So
clear.
you try to get rid of his underhook. Instead, you grab the underhook.
Exactly. But once you don't get the underhook for many reasons, it's difficult to get an underhook, right? We know that the guy on the bottom, he knows that he got an underhook. He doesn't let go. So you have option. One is the wizard. We did yesterday on the no-gi, like wrapping your arm around the guy to push the hip away.
Yeah.
The same thing that we did on no-gi, like from the top. You remember, like when the guy...
So if he has the underhook, you go...
Wizard.
Okay.
And then lock his arm so his underhook is neutralized.
All right.
Or the best approach that I like, I would,
Even though he has half guard.
Yes,
Okay.
but Wizard the guy, so important thing is that not allow the guy to play the underhook on you. That's priorities. The only place where underhook is not that effective is in the closed guard. But anywhere else, when your opponent has an underhook on you, you already know.
You always want to get instead the underhook.
Yes.
Okay.
So now Tom could also take his hand and grab the pants there on the knee.
On his on the right knee of the left knee of the opponent.
The same, yeah, where the underhook is. See, in order to close that underhook, if Tom grabs his knee far back, like Yana did did this, then the underhook gets neutralized. So the guy doesn't see the guy's he's not reacting to the underhook, and that's what his mistake was. Not
if he would have gotten the underhook here, he could have pinned him down back, right?
pinned down and smashing, but now that
I think like since his posture didn't seem right, he didn't want to try to get the underhook because I think he would lose his balance trying to go.
Yeah, if you go now, in this case you would lose your balance. That's true. You have to use, if you want to, let's suppose you want to get the underhook, right? So this hand, stop. This is the hand on his neck. See, the hand on the opponent's neck should frame the opponent, like go on the person's neck or jaw, push the head down, and then you can enter your elbow, and then you can insert the underhook.
So grab the collar, push his head down, and then you don't
even need to grab the collar. You just use your forearm, like use the frame on the guy's jaw or neck, throat, just to push to create that space so you can put the underhook. Like Tom is grabbing the head. Those directions are important because Batista also did mistake. Yana, Betty, all of them are Tom is pulling the guy towards his chest and trying to get the underhook, so it never works.
But in that situation, I think he needs to broaden his base, right, for that, because he was standing up.
Yeah, the base the base has to be broad.
Okay. But then he makes a mistake. He drops down, and Tom gets.
Yeah, but Tom is still trying to get the hook without framing the guy. Yeah, something we have to correct immediately. All this half guard, I have to introduce the half guard. Yeah, and that. But go back, please. Go back. And now I see the armbar coming. Yeah. Okay. There. Go back before the sweep. Tom stood up. Good job. Now see his knees.
Not pointing inside.
Not pointing inside. And
towards his head.
Yeah, this gives the opponent the big chance of just sweeping. Right?
Which he did.
Yeah. And now Tom, in attempt to stop the guy to stand up, he pushes his chest. I understand this reaction, but you have to be careful while pulling the chest. You don't push the chest, you push like he's giving it, like doing this. You don't do this. You go on the hip. Try to grab the belt, for example,
and then push his hip away.
Push his hip away, and then stand up again, or insert your knee. See, there enough space for Tom to insert his knee side, and so the guy cannot stand up because he will end up in a hook, in an elevator, you know. So see, now see Tom's bottom knee.
Yeah.
should just come and in this gap.
Put
See,
it inside,
there is a big gap like where Tom belt is. His belt. See his belt. He
Yeah.
should just put his knee there.
But I think the opponent is lying down on his left leg.
Yeah.
Isn't
That. Yeah. Yeah.
See that it's
Yeah,
right
this-
there
yeah,
under his
yeah.
knee. So
And he gets then he should just lock the foot outside on the hip, like and do it this single X guard, you know. But I see. Yeah, of course he let the arm.
there
Yeah,
is
there's an armbar clear. He
almost.
gave the arm is extended. See, yeah. You give the armbar by doing this. You cannot extend while the guy has his legs around you. You don't extend the arm. Never. If the
Right.
guy is on the knee on belly, the legs around you. If the guy is on your back, if the guy is on the mount, if the guy is in the close guard, you don't extend.
you pull. That was the attempt we were trying to explain. Don't go for the upper body. Go for the hip.
Go for the
Because
hip.
if you're going for the hip, you can always push your arm back, right? It's much easier because here it's much more exposed.
Is exposed, and the hip he doesn't have the distance to get the leverage. He cannot cover that far distance. See,
To make this clear,
Always.
it's easy for me to say that.
Yeah.
Then again, I mean, I would have done even worse.
Imagine. For me too, man. It's like I talk, but it's as a technical point, it's easy to say when you're sitting in your living room. So
Pretty comfortable when we're sitting here.
yeah. And now the guy would do, I guess, the sweep also. Yes. The
Yeah,
sweep.
which is pretty good for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So-
Now Tom should just no. Tom should just grab no. Go back, please. Tom had both legs to stop the guy. Tom should just lock his hooks behind the guy's neck, breaking the guy's posture with his hooks.
But isn't he then open for sweeps?
No, he can open his base a bit, but use his see. I don't know this name of this here. His
The ankle or
the ankle, this part here on the back and right, the heel, is right connected to the guy's neck. See, and the power of adductors is immense. So he could just do this, like contract the adductor, close the hooks there, and the guy doesn't have the leverage to finish the arm, but he can extend his body, And then Tom could start like sitting, and then finding a space to take the elbow out slowly, little by
leans
little.
back
Leans
on his
back.
head, sits down,
Sit, butt
and
on his head, yes.
try to get rid. I mean, try to free his arm.
Yeah, and the other hand, I don't know where the other hand was on the mat, no?
We can't really see it.
Yeah, I guess it's on the mat. It should be on the guy's knee, like
The referee is blocking everything.
yeah.
Man, should get out of the picture here.
either
Where's
grabbing
the
his
arm?
own,
Oh, yeah,
either
there's the
grabbing
arm.
his own hand or pushing the guy's knee down, like trying to create a space for
I
his
think he
elbow.
was posting. You see that?
Yeah,
There. There's the arm. It was posting
yeah, but then
right over there. No, you can't really see it, but it is. You can see the tip of his
posting,
fingers.
yeah, he was posting. Yeah, it was the base was difficult.
Yeah. So he was in danger to be dropped off to the side to be swept.
That moment,
And
see
then
that moment, he took the
hooks out.
defensive weapon that he had against the guy
Out.
and then he gave the that's sometimes we see. Go back. Tom gave the armbar in a voluntary movement because if you would sit there and just chill, if you just stay there for 5 minutes, whatever, just stay there, man. Don't move, breathe and analyze the situation. And this moments, jiu-jitsu is more about like thinking how you can neutralize that without, because when you do a strong movement, like a fast movement, you might go in for the wrong direction. That's my experience. You have just to sit there and chill and wait, observe what's going on. And now he ended up on the
Just trying to escape, but right there it was actually doing him a favor. Oh man, it doesn't look good.
No, it looks terrible. But look, go back. He still had, and he has another chance to escape there. I just saw.
So actually, it started here.
He started there. Now, his head was like outside.
Yeah, and this
Good. it's okay. The guy doesn't have the leverage to finish with the head when he has both legs on the ground like this.
Yeah.
So Tom was already free there. He could just like go like over the guy's like do a backward roll, you know. He was free. But let's see.
So in the direction, she should roll in the direction of his head, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go back. Now see the leg is coming up, and Tom's hand is like his left arm.
Yeah.
Should just grab the ankle. Now he had a chance to grab the guy's ankle there. And see again, stop. The guy doesn't have the second leg over Tom's head, so Tom is pretty free. His head is pretty free.
Isn't there?
Yeah.
Where's his leg? I can't really see it.
His leg is on the ground. The left leg, the guy's left leg is on the ground. See?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Tom is pretty free. Tom could just come up and go like in between the guy's legs, or go over the thigh, and or roll over the shoulder. He was free.
You mean come closer to his?
Yeah. So to go over the thigh.
Okay.
Like over this foot that's on the ground.
Okay.
Just like put his shoulders on the guy's thigh, like laying down. Now he had another chance. See, he was out. He was out.
Yeah.
The guy, see the facial
was
expressions of the guy. Stop. The opponent was afraid now. Fuck, I lost. See, read his facial expression. He saw that he lost. But Tom led. I don't understand.
The thing is, he should have walked. Maybe to the other side, right? Start walking. That's what you.
There's so many possibilities. I don't understand. Oh look, no, sorry, Tom, not. It's just I get emotional when I see that you had so many options to win this fight, you know.
Or at least escape at that point.
Yeah, and win. He was good.
But that's what we said. Like, I mean, we're sitting here, we can analyze, we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the time,
Yeah.
we can go frame by frame and see, oops.
But yeah, he could win this. He could beat this guy. I knew he could beat this guy. I saw it, you know. But he came back to.
But then
now
he established a
now
pretty
I feel
decent
Tom's face
armbar.
and the guy's
and the
making-
arm. Look, I mean, from what I can tell is he turned the arm.
He gave the arm by
his wrist in the wrong direction. He put it actually in the direction where it shouldn't be.
Exactly. He gave the armbar. That's the mile.
But he was trying to stand up at that point and
but
turn
then
his arm, which was a fatal point actually.
I have to review this armbar defenses because there was a series of chances he had to escape this armbar, and he just gave.
So
The guy, the opponent just used the yeah. I know, I've been already in the same situation. Yeah. The guy just used his the opportunities. Like, the guy didn't set up really like a strong
actually,
armbar.
he didn't actually know how to set up a good armbar, to be honest. I mean, from what I can tell, is like, I mean, I don't want to bash on Tom, but Tom actually showed him how it works.
Gave him the
proper armbar is.
Gave him the chance, and the guy was just there to apply the pressure.
Yeah. Too
But
bad. But actually, at the beginning was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe Tom could beat this guy. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe now.
Yeah, pretty sure now after this defeat, more than ever. Like, his first fight is always like a mess. You get so nervous on your first fight. You don't know what's going on. And yeah.
Well, and that was this is his maybe
whoa,
which
this
is
one.
actually pretty interesting because this is the shortest fight he had, not only for him but also for.
Which one is this? This one the guy got disqualified?
Yes,
or
that's the one where
because
he
he
got
finished the other
disqualified.
fight. He got a triangle in the other fight.
Wait, what?
He got a triangle in the other fight, like a weird triangle without
Is it,
one hand.
former opponent?
Yeah.
Okay.
A triangle without the arm, but it worked.
You mean the same like Baptiste?
Yeah, something like this. Some very weird triangle setup.
Yeah, but this is actually a good example because we were talking about knees and what we should not do and cross the knee and putting it in a different positions. And this is actually a good example because
Let's analyze. See, the knee.
First of all, he's bringing his own knee in a very uncomfortable position.
Let's see, the guy on the top, he's reaping he's definitely now, as I see from this, the day I was coaching Tom there, it was very close, but I couldn't perceive. But now from here I see the guy is reaping the knee, but like completely.
I can't see it.
No question, it's a disqualification. He's disqualified.
Where exactly?
Stop, referee.
I can't really... he does stop right there. Okay, so let's go back because I can't really see it.
This knee, see, stop.
Yeah.
The guy's leg, the bottom, the top guy, right, is like coming from outside and then going over the belly. See, and then he's.
But was it a mistake from him? I mean, is that at that point already a disqualification?
Definitely. I mean, the problem is if he was like get stuck in the middle of the body line or something in their way.
Isn't he putting his own knee in a very uncomfortable and bad spot?
No, he's putting Tom's knee. His knee is okay. His knee is like outside there, but Tom's knee, if the guy let's suppose now the guy stretches his body, stands up. He would just squeeze Tom's knee, rip the Tom.
I get what you mean. Okay. Because I didn't get it because look, Tom's knees are looking very fine. I mean, they're dangling in the air, but besides that, they are not in danger. But now I get what you mean. Like if you stand up right there,
in one motion,
there you can see the.
That's the stop, referee, right there.
He's almost dropping.
You're right there. Like stop, referee.
Stop.
Yeah, that is the classical knee reaping.
At least he's following him because if he wouldn't follow him, then his knee would be pretty badly damaged. Maybe.
Yes.
I don't know.
I understand that the people they don't understand what's going on and stuff, but this is a knee reaping.
Because I didn't understand. I thought like this last part was the disqualification.
No, the disqualification started at the beginning on the top.
Because he was holding his knee right there. You see that? You see that?
He took the other leg. He tried to give a foot lock on the other leg. It was like a messy, scrambled position for him.
It doesn't look like a foot lock.
He believed he could, but the problem is that he was ripping one leg and tried to foot lock the other leg. It's like, then you have to stop right away, man. Stop. Yes, of course.
By the way, is that in general illegal or only for white belts what he did?
No, general. You cannot rip the knee like this. You cannot cross your leg from outside over the opponent's body.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a rip. It is. Just disqualify and finish.
Well, at least he saw it, right? I mean.
Yeah. And I have to be honest now. I have to talk because it's good to be honest. And that day I look at Elijah and say like, what the fuck, dude? Like I was happy because Tom won, but I didn't see
what he did, right?
The ripping. And the day I thought it was completely legal, the position. Just like, fuck referee, you did mistake, But now
not that much, huh?
I see Elijah did the right call. Like, congratulations, Elijah, you did good, man.
At least. Now we can congratulate him.
Yeah, you did good. Okay. Sorry if I been an asshole, but I didn't say anything. It was because my students are like, oh, all right, fine. He lost. The guy got disqualified.
Yes. We need to put it in here because that is a very huge file. So we will stop for a second and wait until the data transfer is finished. Okay, so these were the matches so far. What is your opinion so far? I mean.
Yeah, I see a common pattern mistakes in the framing and the directions, overhook, the head. That's why I'm trying to talk on the train all the time. The head, keep your head here. Don't let your head go out, but how to get the overhook and underhook game, when, and and the frames especially.
The frames, yeah. And the thing is also what we talked about is how to better frame, because we know in general how it works. You put the knee together, you don't let any space to so nobody can penetrate it. But in general, it seems to be fine. But I think like if somebody's putting all his weight down on you and he's heavier and you can't really keep up the frame, then it will eventually collapse and he will land on you, especially something you do on me. I mean, even though there's more technique to it, it's not just strength, but I feel like I don't know what to do then. I mean, especially if this happens, I feel like I'm lost. He has side control, I'm gone now. That's something where I really don't know what to do, because as soon as that happens, as soon as I know that I can't even hold it anymore, then I know I can't. I definitely know he gets a dominant position, and from there on, I don't know. God knows what happens then. Yeah, that's something that I see.
That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
I've been to the same situation.
Yeah, I mean that's the
I've
only
been
thing
smashed.
that people might do to me all the time, especially if they're heavier, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, the thing is, like, you frame and try to find a space to insert your knee. You want actually your shin as a frame. Like, you want to just create a space to put your knee, create more space to put your shin, create more space, and then lift your hip, like escape your hip. But you want to actually use your frame just to deliver the guy's weight towards your shin.
okay.
And then you use the other frame if you want to create a space to put the other knee inside, but you want to like insert the knee somewhere and then start pushing, keep your head free. You want to always like this,
and be connected always.
yeah, be always
Connected. You need to be connected and connected.
connect to the guy. Yeah, because if you don't connect to the opponent, he will disconnect. You'll be gonna be looking.
It will happen the same thing. What happened to Alex, where he took his ankles and just
boom,
turned it around,
and he was completely in the air, and then
yeah.
and then he cannot find any connection, and he loses. Definitely moving your shoulders back, move your hips back, move your shoulders back, and then framing, and then using the knee, and then of course not only becoming defensive, but then that's the difficult part. You have to establish a dominant position from the bottom, like the grips, and then destabilizing the passing player, because the problem is then when the passing player is like strong there, you have to make the guy unbalanced. Focus on controlling the guy. Focus on disrupting his balance when you're playing on the bottom. Because if you're, I tell you
Frames
what.
are always the last resort.
At last resort, I tell you what happens if you are like just being defensive, frame. The guy will read your pattern in a few minutes, and he will squeeze. So he will close the space. You have to attack. Guard game is in attacking positions. You have to be very offensive. Because if you allow the guy to have his base, you're gone.
Here comes a queen.